Scrapbookers. This is Megan and I am back today with a Spiegelmom scraps layout. So here I am showing you a few of the products that I'm going to set to the side and try to use on this layout. I actually don't use most of them, but that's usually how it goes, right? So I have these two photos of my son Brennan and I, and then a couple more that I really wanted to use on this layout. And then I'm going to use these On Trend 2 stickers. So there's two photos of Brennan, and then one photo of me and Brennan, and then a photo of just Brennan again. And here I'm just showing you the different papers that I pulled out to use today. I really liked that wood grain chevron one, but I'm going to decide to use this Adorn It. I think it's Adorn It. I think that's the name of it. And it was just a nice light wood grain pattern paper. So here I'm going to cut down all of the photos. And at first, I'm thinking I'm going to use 4 photos instead of 2 photos that you would have seen in the Scraplift layout. But I'm eventually going to whittle it down to just 2, and I'm really glad that I did that. These photos are from my son Brennan's baptism, and I have done so many layouts of his baptism that I'm just like, okay, I need this to be the last one, which is the reason why I wanted to use all 4 of the photos, but I think I'm just going to end up putting those other ones in Project Life or something like that. So now I'm just gluing down the photos and putting them on this. It's kind of like a greenish blue. It's more green than it is blue. But it's a really pretty color, and I really like how that made the photos pop off of that background. So here I'm just cutting down the cardstock behind the photos and trying to figure out how I want to place those on the layout together. And I'm quickly going to decide that I really don't like the 4 photos on there. And then I bring my husband in and I ask him, and he says he agrees with me, and I was kind of frustrated because I really wanted it to work out, but I really love how this layout turned out. So here you can see I'm kind of playing around, messing around with the layout of the photos, and then I decide to go with just these 2. So now I'm going to pull off a few of these pieces from the sticker sheet, and this is actually from My Mind's Eye, My Story. And I decided to put it down on a little wax piece because I wasn't quite sure if that's exactly how I wanted it to look. Then I saw that there were these triangle pieces on the sticker sheet, and I realized, hey, it has a little line so that they're telling you that if you fold it over, then you can make a little banner. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So here I am looking for my Spiegelmom Scraps twine, which I have it in a blue and white, and that color isn't really going to work on this layout because I decided to go with green. So I did have to put the Spiegelmom Scraps ones aside because I haven't gotten any other colors besides the blue. I did have this yellow in my stash, so I pulled that out, and that is going to work much better with the color scheme on this layout. So here I'm just folding them over on top of themselves, and they are sticking pretty good because they are stickers. So I pick 4 of the stickers out of the, I think there was 5 or 6 of them on that sheet. I picked 4 of them, and then I'm going to tie a knot at the end, and I'm going to cut it off and tie a knot at the other end as well. And then I'm just going to fold the excess twine over the back of the layout. Okay, so now here I am going to pull out my pattern papers, and there's this one. I believe this is from the Maggie Holmes Bloom collection. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this into a banner, because in the Scraplift, they have a couple different layers of banners underneath the photo. And so that's what I'm going to put. I'm going to put that down behind the photos. And I am going to edge each one of the pattern papers with this Close to My Heart Lagoon ink pad. And I really, really like how that makes it pop against that wood grain paper, because they were kind of a similar color to that pattern paper. So it was nice to have that ink to just make it stand out. Okay, so now I am going to start layering, and I really did like this gingham yellow paper, but I also like the floral paper, and if I had decided to cut it up, it would have covered a lot of that floral paper, and I really, really liked that floral paper. So I'm going to decide just to cut off a little banner or a little strip and make a smaller banner down there at the bottom. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just folding my strip of paper in half and then cutting it down the middle and then off to the sides. And I'm inking the papers in that Lagoon ink pad. I had this cute little banner that says "Love This," and so I'm going to stick that over to the left side of the photos. I had this it's a very weird color. It's like a brownish gray. It looks more gray in person than it does on camera right here. And I kind of messed up the first time that I cut the banner. I kind of messed it up. So here I am trying to figure out if that's going to work, and it doesn't, because there was too much of it was hanging off. So here I'm cutting up the banner again, and that size is going to work just fine. So I'm liking that, and I'm going to ink that up as well. Then I'm going to also pull out two more pieces of paper from I think it's the 6x6 pad. Yeah, it was the oh goodness, now I'm going to forget the name of it. It was the On Trend 2 6x6 pad. So I'm cutting off this mint green color, and I'm thinking, okay, that's going to be a smaller banner. And then I'm cutting off this pink part of that paper, and that's going to be just, it's not going to have a banner. The pink one isn't. It's just going to be a piece of paper there. I apologize about the sound of my voice, if I haven't said it already, because I've been doing tons of voiceovers lately. I apologize. I came down with a very not so fun cold/sore throat, so that might be why I sound so weird if I do. Okay, so I've inked up all of those papers, and now I'm going to need to start gluing things down. I think that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, so I'm just playing with the photos. I'm actually going to switch them up in a little bit. So I guess I decided to pull out a bunch of my embellishments, so I'm not going to glue down everything right now. And then I had these tags, which you can get these tags in the Spiegelmom Scraps store, which I will leave a link below. And then these cork hearts, which are so adorable. I love them. You can also get those in the Spiegelmom store. And I'm going to place one of those hearts in each one of the cluster areas. I'm also going to use one of the new collections called Mocha Mint Dream, and I'm just going to make a pile of sequins, pretty much is what I'm going to do. Okay, so now you can see I'm finally pulling everything off and I'm going to start gluing it down. And this is where I do the rearranging of the photos, and I really like the placement of those two photos better. So now I'm going to glue down all of those banners and strips of paper on the bottom of the photos. I will have links below to all the products as well as to my blog post over on the Spiegelmom Scraps blog, which you can catch over there today. Okay, so now I have mostly everything all glued down. I'm just going to glue down this. Oh, I'm going to ink the edges on this tag and then I'm going to glue it down. And then I'm going to glue down the photos. And there was a really cute little flare badge that I found in my stash, and it says "You did it," and so I just thought that would kind of go along with these baptism photos. And I'm using my Zots to glue down the badge, the flare badge, as well as the little heart cork piece. And now I'm going to start gluing down that little banner area up there. I really, really love how that turned out. I wasn't quite sure how it would look, but I think that's probably one of my favorite parts of this layout. I have so many favorite parts of this layout. This layout turned out so much better than I even thought it was going to. So here now I'm going to start gluing down all of these sequins. Oh no, wait, maybe not. Oh, I put them away because I didn't want to lose them. So this is where I'm going to glue down those twine pieces hanging over the edge of my layout. So I'm using some washi tape that I don't necessarily use a lot or really like, which I think is a common thing that people do. Find other uses for washi tape you thought you liked, but then you end up not. Okay, so now I'm putting down that hooray sticker, and that is from the My Mind's Eye, I think that's from My Story, the sticker sheet. I'm gluing down that heart and kind of inking up the other hearts as well as that one. And now I'm just going to make big piles of sequins. And this is kind of my favorite technique to do with sequins. I don't know why, but it just looks so pretty to me. Okay, so I finished gluing down all of the sequins. I wasn't going to make you sit through that because it is kind of a tedious process, but I do love the way it turns out. And now I am going to use some of these word stickers from the My Mind's Eye My Story sticker sheet. That first one that I stuck down says recorded, and then that second one says shine. And then I also find another one that says always, so it says shine always. Then I'm thinking I want to use some other stickers, but I can't really decide on which ones I want to use. So I am going to pull off some more word phrase stickers from that one sheet. And I'm going to go ahead and put them up in the top left-hand corner in that banner area. And it's going to say, celebrate you today. So now that I have those all down, I did put the word today kind of off to the right some more, so I had to move it over towards the left. And then I'm thinking maybe I'll put this word celebrate down, but I don't really like how big it is. I did like this butterfly. There was a butterfly in the Scraplift layout on that little cluster side, so I decided to just kind of use it there too. I'm also going to use these chevron cork confetti pieces, which I am absolutely in love with. And I'm going to use this thicker alpha from American Crafts. And I don't know what the title of it is or what the name of it is. And it is already packed away because I am moving. So I apologize that I can't tell you what the name of it is. But I am going to spell out the words charming boy, and that is going to be my title for this layout. And I absolutely love this white alpha and just the lightness of it on that wood grain background, sorry. It just makes it look so clean and just so pretty. So here I am going to put it at the top and just have those chevron pieces on either side. So I'm going to put the chevron pieces down first just to make sure that I keep the title within the bounds of those photos. And then I am going to start putting down my title, which is going to take a little while. It is kind of a long title. And I apologize if you can hear noises from outside my room. It is a Sunday. I'm trying to get all of this done way in advance, and so everybody is home. So I apologize about that. Okay, and so I also pulled out a cute little heart from the Spiegelmom Scraps cork confetti as well. And I'm going to put that in between the two words. And I just really like how that works. And that is pretty much the end of my layout. I am going to do some journaling on that tag. I just haven't decided what I want to write yet. So I will write once I figure that out. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you come on over to the blog to see some more close-ups and some more that I have to say. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.